So, what are your real life book marketing options right now? Hey, if we haven't met, I am Elise Cartwright, best-selling nonfiction author. I have about 45 books published, and I am the head coach at the Book Profits Accelerator program. I'm super excited about today's video because I really want to talk about what the state of industry is right now when it comes to your book marketing options. So let's talk about paid ads because that's where most of us start, whether it's Amazon ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, whatever ads platform you're using right now. We believe that that is the fastest path to cash when it comes to marketing our books. But here's the thing, the price of digital ads has skyrocketed. It's crazy how much it costs you to get an actual person to buy your book. And in most cases, you're either breaking even or at a loss. And this is across all platforms, right? Whether it's Amazon, whether it's Facebook, whether it's any of those, the cost per click or your CPM has just gone through the roof. So what do you do instead? You're probably all over social media as well. And yes, you've probably been running paid ads on social media, but you're probably also posting every single day when it comes to those platforms. And I don't know about you, but as someone who is not a huge fan of social media, the decline in organic reach is also a bit of a kicker. Like, how do you actually get in front of your audience? Where are your readers hanging out and how can you just get in front of them? So we talked about paid ads. We've talked about organic social media. What about actually relying on a publisher, right? There is a very good reason why you would go to a publisher because you're probably thinking they're going to take care of all the marketing, right? Wouldn't it just be amazing to just pay someone a bunch of money and they took care of everything, right from formatting your book, publishing it, and getting it distributed, as well as marketing? How amazing would that be? Well, I'm sure you have either had personal experience with a publisher or you know someone who has worked with a publisher and you quickly realized that no matter what you do, the marketing rests on your shoulders. But here's the good news, right? Book sales are actually up across the board, particularly when it comes to self-published authors. You can make money with your books when you know the easiest path for you to get there. But here's what you're definitely going to want to change. You can't continue to do what you've currently been doing, particularly if it's not getting you the results that you want. Now, if you're getting the results that you want, just hit pause on this video and go and watch something else. But at the end of the day, if you continue to do what you're doing, hoping for a different result, you're literally just wishing that things would be different. And isn't that something that somebody said, a quote somewhere, that's the definition of insanity, expecting a different result from doing the exact same things? So here's the thing. Unless you take full control of your own marketing, you're going to continue to be at the mercy of Amazon, Facebook, any other ads platform, publisher, whatever that looks like. Now, I know that you're probably sitting there going, I did not want to hear that. But here's the thing, it can actually be easy. And it's just about finding your ideal audience and figuring out the best way to get your amazing book in front of them. So the first step in taking control of your own book marketing is to figure out how you're going to be discoverable. And this is all about how your readers find you when they are searching for a specific topic. We also need to be memorable, right? So discoverable, we need to be memorable so that when the person does find you, that they see what you're doing and they definitely want to click. We also want to be referable. So here's the thing about referrals. They carry a lot of weight and they cut through the noise. And referrals give you instant access to a new audience, right? Referrals, if you think about it from the perspective of when was the last time you went out for dinner, or when was the last time you went to the movies? Did you ask around in your friends and family for recommendations? Do you have a really good restaurant that you've been to? What was the latest movie? In fact, 9 times out of 10, if you yourself go to a great restaurant, or if you, see a good movie, read a good book, you're instantly turning around and saying, "Hey, you should check this out." That's why referrals are so powerful. And here's the thing, 92% of customers trust referral-based recommendations more than advertising. So you can become discoverable, memorable, and referable with a couple of simple steps. So here is what you're going to do. Grab a pen and paper so you can jot this down. You need to find a network of people who have your audience. So you're going to sit down, you're going to brainstorm. Who has my ideal audience? Who has a network of people that would benefit from my book? So this could be voices, platforms, media, anything that has that potential to get in front of your reader. So it could be things like people and publications, think about websites, think about podcasts. Who has your audience and how can you get in front of them? So once you figure out those networks, those people, those companies, those brands, those media that potentially have your audience, then you're just going to sit down and go, okay, how can I make this a win-win-win for everybody involved? So a win for me, because it has to be a win for you, right? A win for them and a win for their audience. What does that look like? Remembering that we are looking to market our book. So that is what you're thinking about here. How can you get your book in front of those readers in a promotion or strategy that is a win for all three parties concerned? So brainstorm what some ideas around what that might look like. So for example, let's take the podcast scenario, because this is the easiest one for you to kind of wrap your head around. Let's say you find a podcast who has the most amazing audience that you're looking to get in front of. So you're going to reach out to that podcaster. But as you're doing so, what I want you to think about is, how could that be a win for the podcaster? Like, why should they interview? How is that going to benefit them? And how is it going to benefit their audience? That's how you want to think about it. It's obviously a clear win for you because you're getting promoted in front of their audience. But how is it a win for them? And in terms of how it's a win for their audience, that's pretty obvious. They're going to learn more about what it is that you're doing, potentially get access to your book at a discount, maybe free, maybe something else. That's entirely up to you. But that's how you want to think about it. You think about, okay, who's the influencer? Who's the network that I am reaching out to? How can I make this a really no-brainer win for them? But also, how is it a win for their audience? So jot down all of that. And once you know what that looks like, then you can start to go out into the world and think about it from that perspective. Where can I find networks? How can I reach out to them and make it a win-win-win? And then start that process. Now, if you want to deep dive and you want to learn all the components for what this looks like, which is really influencer marketing, relationship marketing, as I like to call it, then feel free to check us out at Book Profits Accelerator. You'll find more details in the description because this is all the things that we cover and more inside the program. But for now, go ahead and think about who are some networks that you could potentially reach out to and start that process. Take back control of your book marketing today, and I will see you in the next video.